Hello everyone, it's a wonderful day and I'm walking on the nature path, remember the train track that is abandoned with no tracks on it. But anyway, we're going to talk about an important topic today. It is focusing on growth, and that's the biggest key when it comes to anything in your life, and making yourself happier, making yourself more wealthy, making yourself more lovable, making yourself more healthy. And you need to realize that growth is the key for creating more opportunities and creating more lifestyle changes. And when we focus on growth, for example, with health, you want to be able to focus on things that are going to be able to improve and things that are actually proven strategies to be able to grow. Most people don't realize that it's all about the growth. It's not all about maintaining. You know, people are also talking about, hey, you know, we need to downsize. No. With anything in our life, you know, oh, we need to spend some more time with wealth because and just take away from our health because, you know, that's what we really want. But no, that's not what you should do. You should focus on everything balance, have that balance in your life and focus on that growth. So if wealth is really struggling for you, you need to step it up a notch. You need to get more done in the time that you got. You know, get off your phones, turn off your television, get away from distracting areas. Put your full focus. Get that maximum done in that amount of time. You know, I know people that work 6 days a week, just work. You know, and they just focus on their wealth. You know that their health, their love, and their happiness is, well, dependent on if they really love their job. But I mean, you know, everything's kind of out of whack. And you know, in order for you to actually have a perfect balance with your life, you need to have your health good. You know, because it's going to actually create more happiness. It's going to create more wealth. It's going to create more purpose. It's going to create more love. See, when you have a pillar that's up high, that's actually helping your other pillars. So like, let's say like if you're at a wealth at 100%, it's giving 20% to all of your pillars, let's say, if you think about it like that. So your overall lifestyle is at and 20% if you just had a wealth at 100%, nothing else. But see, if you have your, let's say like you have your wealth perfectly, you know, your purpose can match your health, and you know, let's say, and you're really happy with your wealth, and I mean like you're at like 100% in both of those, or all three of those categories. You're at a 60%, you know, lifestyle, a 50% great lifestyle, or yeah, 60%. So we need to realize from this that, you know, your health, let's say if your health is at 0, you know, you need to step that up a notch and your lifestyle will feel so much better. You'll be more happy, you'll feel more, relationships will come to you better, and so on and so forth. You know, that's why I like to separate everything into purpose, health, wealth, love, and happiness. Because when you have that balance and you actually try to maximize and grow them, you'll be able to have a complete balanced lifestyle that actually makes you perform well in everything that you do. And you'll feel good about yourself at everything in life. Because those are the 5 biggest things. Like, if you feel good about your life by actually growing in all these subjects, you'll be able to have the life that you dreamed of. It's amazing. If you were at 100% in all those, I'm telling you, nothing will bother you. Your life will be just amazing. Everyone would like you. You know, you'll feel like you have so much energy. You'll have a sense of full security with yourself. Full confidence in yourself. You'll feel grateful about life. Just everything's positive. All the negative will just disappear and evaporate. Okay, so let's all focus on the growth when it comes to the 5 pillars. That's the biggest thing in life. And I'm going to preach it to day's end. It could be years out in the road, 30 years from now, I'm still going to be preaching about it. And I'm going to be perfecting it, growing it. Because it is the center of life. And I was writing today about positive negative emotions when it comes to the happiness pillar. Okay, and we need to realize that negative emotions are just a guide. You know, they're literally just a guide. People think like, oh, you know, I feel so negative today. Oh, today wasn't good. You know, that's good. Because now you know something's wrong with your life. When you have negative emotions, you need to change your thinking. Negative emotions are just a guide. So if they're just a guide, that means that you could think that negative emotions are telling you there's something wrong with your life. You know, you need to change either 3 things. You have an obstacle in your life, okay? So you got to change 3 things about that obstacle. You know, it's either the views you have about an obstacle, it's the challenges that you have within an obstacle, and it's the choices that you have in an obstacle. So if it's just those 3 things, you'll be able to change that point of view, that point of choice of how you're making your choices, and you can change the challenge that you're having with that. You know, because there's basically 3 different types of things that can make you feel negative. Okay. 1 has to do with yourself. 1 has to do with other people. And 3 is something that you have no control over. So if you realize that you're able to change something with your life, you can. And if it's something with people, it's something that you're going to have to put some more nurturing into. Because people take a long time to change. But they can if you nurture them the right way. And you add to their emotional bank accounts. You don't take away from the relationship that you already have. You know, you want to do like basically good things when it comes to relationships to add some value within the relationship. For example, like show integrity, to care for them, to be there when they're in need, so on and so forth. You take away from a bank account is when you yell at somebody, or you don't show any integrity towards the situation. You badmouth other people while you're around them. You know, you just need to realize that if you're able to change these character traits that you have, it'll cultivate better relationships with other people, and the problems will go away eventually. And then when it comes to problems that you can't change, you're just going to have to live with it. Find ways to live with it and change your view. Okay? On to the subject. So let's say, like, if it's something in the past, let's say if your dad beat you, you know, don't think about that as a negative. Think about that as a positive. Because he beat you, he changed your life forever. He created a shift in you to become successful, because you know how the hard times are. So you don't want to live a life like that again. So you became successful to escape that reality and change your life for the better. Because if he didn't beat you, you would probably work at a mediocre job, live in a mediocre life, and totally unhappy with your life, and not even know it, because you're following the majority of people in life. Okay, so guys, you could do this. Let negative emotions be your guide rather than your reality and your total thought processes, because that's not what they're meant to be. They're meant to be a guide and not a feeling. And when we realize this, we can use those to guide us through the direction in life, and to use our 5 pillars of life to guide us in the life that we want. I love you guys. Remember your purpose: health, wealth, love, and happiness. Peace be with you.